How's it going, everybody? Chaos Gaming here, and yes, we are back with some more My Hero Ultra Impact. And in today's video, we are going to be using Fantasy Version 3 Endeavor in Ultra Arena once again. However, we're not going to be using him in that same setup that we used before. We're going to be doing something a little bit different. So starting off, our lineup is going to be him, but then we're going to have Snowboarding Hawks be included in this lineup. And finally, we are going to have Season 7 Present Mike. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's blow this shit right the hell up. And ladies and gentlemen, let us get started with today's video. And you can let me know down below, how do you feel about this lineup? Do you feel like it was effective, or do you feel like it was ineffective? Now, before we do get into the video though, real quick, I do want to do a single summon to see whether or not we can get Shinso or not. Let's see, Shinso, you want to come home? Okay, so far it's looking pretty bad. So if anything, let's just skip this. No, we get our mid lane. So now that we got those summon out the way, let's head into Ultra Arena. This is the first team that we are going to be going up against, and I'll let you know in this video for free. We are going to be abusing the hide opponents because I want Endeavor at his maximum capacity. Another thing I do want to mention is that the reason why Hawks is rocking that support memory specifically is because this team has one big weakness, and it's that characters do not have cooldown reduction except for Endeavor by himself. So we need to make sure that at least for one extra turn, we do have the ability to lower our cooldown so that everybody can just pop off for free. So let's get started with the first match and see how we are going to pop off. Hopefully we can, man. That is the goal with this video, at least to get 75% win rate. If we can't do that, then this team just sucks. Absolutely 100% just sucks. Alright, so how we're going to be activating our skill chain is that we're going to be activating Hawks first. Then we're going to be activating Endeavors, and then finally we're going to be activating Present Mikes. And thank God for Endeavors for giving us 50% speed. That's what I wanted for free. And let's focus on Bakugo, shall we? What sucks for opponents is that we're AoE across the board. Alright, nice. We got one confusion. That's what we like to see. Alright, so now if anything, Bakugo, you can wish yourself a nice, happy afterlife. Get the hell up out of here. Yep, all of the rotation is gone for free? Man, yeah, you just need to get the hell up out of here, dude. You're done. Wow, they're faster? It's gotta be Midoriya. What? That's crazy they're that fast. And by Midoriya, I mean Gear Shift. I realized I wasn't specific enough on that, my bad. It's Gear Shift Midoriya that I think is making them that fast. But now, they're all just dead for free. Alright, start us off, Endeavor, with a nice AoE. Alright, and then now it's going to be Present Mike. Yeah, Present Mike's going to be the one to activate his. We're going to play these once, and then we're going to skip them. Alright, so that is our first match with the freest of dubs. Let's move on to our second match. For match number 2, this is going to be the enemy lineup. Let's continue on and hopefully get our second win, because that first one just blew me out the water, man. That was absolutely amazing. Like, that was peak right there. What I wanted from the team was exactly that. Alright. Now, our goal is to focus down on the Midoriya because we want him gone ASAP. Luckily, Endeavor right here is not going to be getting his full buff, so we're going to be A-okay. The only thing that we do have to worry about is the fact that Endeavor does have Bullseye no matter what, so Hawks will be getting hit. That's the only thing that sucks. Alright, nice. Any confusions? We got no confusions that time. I guess we got really lucky that first match. This was happening in the showcase as well that, you know, we weren't really getting our confusions with Present Mike when we were using him with Endeavor. Alright, so now we'll just do this. Alright. Nice! That's what I like to see, man! 2 KOs, and count that as number 3 once we start doing our normals. Get the hell up out of here. Alright, now we just got Uraraka and Bakugo left, with me wanting to focus a little bit more on Uraraka, more so than the Bakugo, because at the end of the day, Bakugo will be more effective with a 3-man lineup with his debuff that switches 2, and then we narrow it down to 1. Not so much. There you go, starts off. The Uraraka. Ah, that sucks. But, you know, it is a good thing that Present Mike didn't get stunned, because now we're going to lower the charge fill rate. Yep, so it's going to take a little bit while for her to get her plus ultra back. And what's lucky about this as well is that we got the 1-turn stun, not the 2-turn stun. I got the power of support. Now she's dead. Yep, and it's just Bakugo left, the only one. That's cute, you buff block me, but I want to ask you this. How did that affect me in any kind of way? I'm gonna answer yeah, nothing. So let's move on to match number 3. match number 3. We're going to be having a little bit of a difficult setup right here because of the Kaminari and the Bakugo duo. Kaminari just being able to heal as much as he can, and Bakugo just with the debuffs in general. But hopefully we can land the confusion turn 1, because if that happens, we are going to have a huge advantage over the enemy lineup. A huge advantage. But let's see what happens, man. I am scared. Oh yeah, Tranquility is a thing too, so we won't really get the chance to crit like that. But it's whatever. I think our pure power will be more than enough. Let's see what happens. Alright. Confusion! We got the confusion on the Kaminari, but I think he's still gonna go off. Yeah, he does. Damn it. Lucky, 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 lucky. Alright, now we'll do this. Ah, damn it. So close. I kept my mouse up just to see what would have happened right there. I thought President Mike maybe would have killed, but sadly wasn't the case. Luckily, Kaminari is not getting any buffs whatsoever. So let's start off with these plus ultras just to hopefully make sure that Endeavor can wrap up the Bakugo, because that's what we need right now for Endeavor to finish off Bakugo. Yes, nice. That's what I like to see. Let's go. Oh, but a new threat showed up, which is going to be Genten. But not for our boy Endeavor specifically, just for Hawks and President Mike. Because Endeavor is immune to all the stupid stuff that Genten does. Right, so now, we'll do this. Get a defensive debuff once again. Nice. Oh my god, he just obliterated that Kaminari. Get the hell up out of here. We're moving on to match number 4. Number 4, we're not going to be abusing the hide mechanic. We're just going to go pure, unfully buffed Endeavor. So let's see how he's going to fare right here. Now, if it's the case where he doesn't really get to pop off, then for our final match, we will go up against an opponent with hide. But if he does pop off, then we will go up against an opponent that does not have hide to see if he can do it back to back. So let's see, Endeavor. You got to prove yourself right here to truly show the people how strong you are with this hero setup. You see already less damage than we've seen, which sucks. Alright, dodge, nice. Shoto's not really going to do damage whatsoever. And then Midoriya with the support. Now, what I'm going to do is try to buff block our yellow Midoriya guest here. Let's see if we can be able to get that off so he doesn't really get, like, his healing and all that. And he's just helpless duck. Right, we got the buff block, nice. Now this Midoriya going. This Shoto. Oh, Shoto, you couldn't have attacked anybody else. It had to have been President Mike. I think, yeah, President Mike is dead. Ah, that sucks right there. Alright, so I think what we should do is activate her action skill right here. Then we'll focus on this Midoriya right here. Get the hell up out of here. Alright, Endeavor. Doesn't really do a lot of damage right there. Hawks doesn't really do a lot of damage right there. Reason being is because of the Shoto. If we had his weakness, which was removal of buffs, which Red Aizawa would be perfect for this type of situation, then Shoto would have been a weakness whatsoever. But since, you know, we gotta deal with it, we have no choice. So let's do this like this. Give Endeavor super buffs, basically. He's getting a lot of support right here. Nice. We killed off the Midoriya. That's what we like to see. But sadly, now Green Fox Midoriya is going to have his buff. Yep, persistence being available to him. So, oh, we're still faster? Damn. Well, Shoto, goodbye to you, buddy. But the question is, can we kill Bakugo? The answer is yes, we can. So now the only one we have to deal with, ooh, is going to be Ashido and Midoriya. Yeah, we need Hawks to have... If Hawks is not having the ability to dodge, then we're in a tough situation. Also, he needs to have the ability to freaking pop off with the last dance. Alright, nice. So far, so good. If anything, we're just going to stall all the way up into the end. Uh-oh. Easy on me, buddy. Easy, easy, easy. Easy. Whoa, whoa. Relax, relax. You're doing a little bit too much right now. Let me get my support up real quick, and then you can go a little bit more crazy. It just sucks how long you have to wait until he's done, man. You literally have to wait 5 extra turns for him to be like, yeah, I'm done. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep now. Do we want to save it? We could save it, to be honest. Then we'll activate Momo's Plus Ultra to give us the support and max HP boost. And finally, he is dead. So let's move on to our final match, which I did promise. We'll go up against another opponent that does not have hide. As I have promised you, here is the last team that we are going up against, a opponent that does not have hide. Let's see how we are going to be able to either win this or we are just going to sadly lose, which I am not trying to make that the heart of the cards. But if it happens, it happens. It's the fate we're dealt with at the end of the day. So same combination we've been doing before. Again, stun would be super helpful here. Well, confusion, not stun, my bad. But you guys get what I'm saying. Basically kind of the same thing in a way. Alright. Do we get it off on anybody? Wow, we got it off on 2 characters. Let's go. Let's focus on the Kaminari because his paralysis will be annoying for our lineup. Damn, we are really doing less damage. The damage down really going crazy for them right here. Damn, 0, 0, 0. That's got to be because of Midoriya. Oh my god. Mind you, we had the power boost too. Right, no paralysis, nice. Not a lot of damage from there either. Endeavor going to be activating his plus ultra. Let's just let it play out to see if it does a little bit more damage. 0? Alright, at least some damage finally. Well, damn. We're literally out here starving to get a hit for damage. Alright, let's do this. Zero. Oh my god. Oh, now we got the Midoriya with the confusion. Nice. Yeah, that's what we like to see. Alright, so this is going to be a very long battle, it looks like. We're just going to have to fight, like, to our wits and ends to make sure something goes off for us. Oh, can I get at least a little bit? Please, a little bit. These guys got defensive debuffs and everything, dude. What the hell? Now, what's going to suck is that next turn, we don't have action skills like that except for Endeavor, and that's it. Alright, AoE with the bullseye. 0 damage, though. There's a mic. Nice. Finishes off the Hawks. That's what we like to see. And then finally, our Hawks doing a nice 0 damage. Oh, you are so lucky, man. I gotta give it to you. You are just lucky. Right, a little bit of damage. That is Uraraka dead. And now that they got Shoto here, oh my god. The tanking is just gonna be immaculate. What the hell? That's gonna be absolutely annoying. Get this going. Sorry that the phone is starting to drop in frames. It's just lag in general. But we're wrapping up the video. Don't worry. What? Huh? That's Shoto doing that much damage? What the hell? Yeah, that should happen. Because there's no way Shoto should be doing that much damage. What the hell, dude? You guys saw that. That was absurd. There's no way. You know what? No, I'm going double offensive support on this. That Shoto has done something truly remarkable. Now, we must have really been that low, because there's no way. I don't remember how much HP we really have, but I'm going to check the footage after this. What? There is absolutely no way. I refuse. I just refuse to believe it. Nice, let the strums play. Hawks activates his plus ultra to see how much damage we do. It's going to be a total of 29k, nice. If the block wasn't there, dead. Automatically dead. His Delaware Smash. Alright, we're fine. 54k, and then our girl Jito's gonna hit him for a nice 39k. This turn, we should be able to kill him. No, you know what? Next turn, because I want the power boost, just in case. Because he is gonna get his buff block active. Sorry, I don't know why I could speak that thing. My bad. So we'll do this, like this. Make sure this will clip to Hawks, and then this. Sorry, I'm trying to wrap it up because, again, the frames are dropping. So I'm trying to make sure we finish off as best as we can. All right, we do win the final match. So let's talk about our team as a whole to wrap it up. So let's just talk about it, man. This trio right here really did just dominate majority of these matches. Like, oh my god, like every time we were fighting opponents, they just couldn't really stand to us. Like, no matter what situation we were in, even if we lost a character, we still were able to come back and take the dub. Even when we were doing 0 damage, we still came back and we took the dub for free. So with that, that's where we end today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but as always, greatly appreciate it. Also subscribe. Let me know down below how you guys felt about the team. And with that, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.